All right, folks, new Model 3 is on the channel. This is a Model 3 standard range, got the 18-inch wheels. This is not my Model 3, this is Andrew's Model 3 who's holding the camera. So this will be on the channel for reviews, road trips, things like that. So I wanted to introduce you to it, show you all the different features. I have a Model 3 Performance on order, so that should be here in June, hopefully. We'll see, it might never come, I don't know. Let's just cover the exterior changes. This new wheel cover here looks awesome. Great color scheme, looks sporty, and then behind here is a different looking wheel. You also have these Hankook Ventus S1 all-season tires. These are specific to Tesla in the Model 3. You can see this T0 right here. That's specific to the Tesla Model 3. The headlights have been redesigned. The front bumper has been redesigned. Much more sleek looking and sporty front end. And it also has hardware for cameras that's also on some of the previous generation. If you look at the cameras are actually red there, and that's how you can see that along with these B-pillar cameras right here. You can see the red up in there. As far as build quality goes, everyone says, oh, the build quality, Tesla, blah, blah, blah. Build quality on this individual model seems to be much better. More importantly though, the way that doors and things open up, there's just a more solid thunk and pop. Even this button right here, when you press it to release the door, it pops open as it should. Now, as we're looking on to the interior of the car, something that is specific to the Model 3 standard range is this door card right here. Now, if you were to get a black interior on a long range or performance Model 3, this would be Alcantara or suede, but this is actually this mesh material, which I really like. The door pockets are fully carpeted, so that's nice, again, enhancing the sound deadening material in the car. This material carries over to the top of the dash, again, having that mesh on it. Now, the other thing that's worth noting as far as keeping the car quieter is the glass, and this is noise insulated glass both in the rear and in the front of the vehicle. So it's much quieter overall. The suspension is excellent. We'll take it for a ride here shortly. Basically, Tesla has fixed every complaint that anyone has. Suspension being too stiff, it being too loud on the interior, no display in the back, no cooled seats. It has cooled seats even on the standard model. All of those have been addressed, and now it's like, why would you buy a BMW 3 Series? We'll do that comparison, Mercedes C-Class, all that stuff coming up. Let's take a look at the display in the rear seat. Also, this video is brought to you by INTOTHEAM.com. This is their new Cyber Outpost t-shirt. Gjeebs approved and designed t-shirt here. It's the third collaboration I've done with them. We have the Electric Desert, we have Electric Escape, and the Cyber Outpost. You can buy all those at INTOTHEAM.com. Use code Gjeebs at checkout to save 10%. I earn a commission when you buy this shirt, so if you do that, it directly supports the channel, and I appreciate it. So INTOTHEAM.com, use code Gjeebs at checkout, and that is stackable with any discounts or deals that they have going on. INTOTHEAM, thank you for sponsoring this video. Now, in the rear seat here, it comes with a display in the back. So as you're on road trips or things like that, you could be watching YouTube or Netflix or whatever you want. The front driver's seat also has access to mirror what is going on in the back seat. So if you have a baby back here and you want to change the direction of the air, you're able to do that from the front seat of the car. But my favorite feature on the back of this is when you click on settings, and the bezel is so nice on the screen, like I love it. You can see here it says Bluetooth devices. So I actually connected my wife's. I actually use these AirPods, but I don't know how to change the name. So that's why it says Jamie's AirPods. So sorry to break your heart. That's the story. Anyways, if you're in the back of this car and your parents, they're listening to whatever they listen to, and you want to listen to your own music or watch your own videos, you're able to click this and connect to your AirPods or noise canceling headphones and listen to what you want to listen to without bothering them. And I just think that's great for road trips and not spending quality time together with your family. When you're in the same car together, why talk to each other, zone out, and go into your own world? This rear display is just, I don't know, it's not totally necessary. I don't know that anyone was really asking for it, but it is nice to have in a sub $40,000 car that has all of these luxury features. Also, something that I just noticed is there are these right here, these rear seat storage compartments. On the Tesla Model 3 Performance that I just sat in, it did not have these. I don't know what's going on there. The rear seats are also perforated leather in the middle. They're a little firmer than they previously were. The seat quality is excellent. 2 heated seats. Center seat is not heated. And another really cool feature here. So if you see on the center display here, I can move the passenger seat by touching this display right here. It's just impressive to me. Tesla has really gone to the nth extent to think about every little feature and aspect of this car to see how they could enhance it. And I'm going to show you right now how you can mirror the rear display on the front screen. So Andrew already set up a shortcut on the taskbar right here. So if you just click this, that pops up and it shows you what's going on in the rear display. So if you click the air right there, so we'll go ahead and turn the air on. Now, what you can do for this side of the car, Tesla has a preset for air going higher and then air going lower. So that's cool. And if you want to aim it, then you can aim it just like that on either side of the vehicle. And again, going back to those high-low Tesla presets, or you can just turn it off in the rear. So that's a really nice feature. You also have your cooled seats here. If you tap it, if you want to go to heat, you go to heat. If you want to go cool, you go to cool, and there's 3 separate settings. This is one thing that everyone was asking for, was cooled seats. A lot of the competition had it and it needed it. This also has the AMD Ryzen chip in it. The old ones have the Intel chip. So the Intel chipped Teslas are going to stop getting the bigger updates. They'll still get some minor updates over time, but moving forward, this is what Tesla is going to be focusing on. I think that's a fear that some people had. It's like, what happens when your cell phone stops getting updates? We're kind of at that point with my 2020 Model Y now that they have these new chips. I wish they would retroactively fit them into the car. Maybe they will at some point, but that's the case right now. The other thing you'll notice, there are no shift stocks on this, and the steering wheel has been upgraded. You now have a little hole right here, which is just ergonomically great to be able to grab the wheel in a different way. Turn signals are right here. You can have your high beams on. Do your voice commands, which is this button right here, and then you have your cameras. Tap that, it shows all the cameras around the car. Again, hardware for the color is really good. The center console is also changed. You can see you push it up here, and then you push back and it slides under, revealing your cup holders, your storage area down here, and then to close it up, comes right. This is way better improvement than how Tesla initially had it, so that's nice. And then you have this magnetized center console here, and oh look, Andrew has a cable in here, a charging cable from Vion.parts. And if you use code Gjeebs on their website, you will save 10% off. You can see it has the wall charger design here, 90-degree angle, leaves less stress on the cable, and will charge your phone beautifully. They have them in both USB-C and Lightning. So head on to vionparts.com and use code Gjeebs at checkout. Another thing, there's some changes that have happened to the trunk. So to open the trunk, we click this right here. Let's head on back. So in the trunk here, you now have 2 storage areas on both the left and the right. You only had one on the left before, is that correct? Only had one on the left, so now the right has been opened up, giving you more storage space. This is also the old trunk mat from 3D Mats. Once they have, that's why it doesn't fit great. Once they have new mats, we'll get that installed. You have a rear sub-compartment storage facility here. Why do you always have paper towels in your car?
When I eat.
When you eat, what happens after you eat?
I blow out.
Oh, all right. Well, that's good. Nature blowout. I guess I'd rather have paper towels than something on the side of the road. So that's a good call. Button here. Again, this is all carpeted. It's nicer. Everything's tighter. Everything's how it should be. On the rear of the car. And then down below here, we have a new diffuser off the back of the Model 3 for efficiency, and there's even some canards under the car that are all functional. So this is just really well designed. The back of the car looks beautiful. It's for efficiency. It has a good look to it. It has function. The wheels look good. I mean, they've just done everything perfectly. Everything that we had been asking for all the years have now been addressed, and even better, the price of the car didn't go up. So I just think that this is going to kill. I mean, you think of a Mercedes-Benz C-Class, BMW 3 Series, that's where this is competing against, and the value that this brings is incredible, and those are expensive to maintain over time. Now, I'm not saying no one's gonna buy those. Still tens of thousands of people are gonna buy those annually, and some people just wanna experience owning a BMW or Mercedes, and I have no problem with that. I don't have the agenda of everyone needs to go electric. Shut up. You know, that never works. Forcing things upon people never works. Just another feature on the trunk here, the rear lights are now integrated onto the trunk itself, so when it opens up, they all move. This eliminates another area for a potential panel gap or inconsistency there. They're also redesigned, just a sportier look to it. All right, so driving the new Model 3, this is the rear-wheel drive version. It's also LFP battery. All you need to know about that is it's safe to charge it to 100% daily. That's what Tesla recommends for you. The long range and performance are recommended at 80%. No shift stock, so the turn signals are here. That's gonna take a little bit getting used to. It'll probably take you 1 or 2 weeks and then you'll be totally fine with that. The steering wheel ergonomically, just had to dodge a can of Fanta. Wanta, Fanta, don't you wanta? Remember those commercials? So 0 to 60 on this is 5.8 seconds. And because it's rear wheel drive, the steering actually feels very agile and light because those wheels don't have another job. They have one job. Their job is to steer the car, not drive it, not propel it. That's what the rear wheels do. So the steering is very light. This also is the lightest Model 3 that you can buy. Gets 272 miles of range. The steering wheel ergonomically is so nice. It's an underrated part of this. The suspension and seats and everything are gonna be what a lot of people talk about, and how quiet it is, but the steering wheel feels really good, fully adjustable however you want to. These 2 notches here, I don't know, they just did a really nice job. I didn't expect this to be upgraded the way that it is, but it's very nicely done. It's just a pleasure to drive. It is so relaxing. What I love about EVs in general is it is so easy to gain speed. I just went for the turn signal and I just missed the shift stock because there isn't one. It's very easy to gain speed. You don't feel like you're stressing the car out or anything. You just give it the beans and it delivers you to where you need to go. And this isn't, this is the slowest model. It's very quick. The mid-range power, if I punch it right now, go back in your seat, it's just really well done. Now the max charging speed on this is 170 kilowatts. On the long range and performance model, it's 250 kilowatts. Now this has a smaller battery, so on a road trip and in practice, your charging times may not vary that much, but you won't go quite as far. But the cost of this is like $38.9 right now. We'll pop it up on the screen to show you. It's an insane value. It is a really good value just because of how this infotainment will update over time. They've added the luxury features such as ambient lighting that people have asked for, cooled seats, it's quick, it has an insane charging network out there with Tesla's charging network worldwide. Yeah, it's kind of a no-brainer. There's no maintenance with it. Rotate your tires and change your tires every probably 30 to 40,000 miles is what you're gonna get out of it, but it's really nicely done. I like this mesh that they have here that matches on the door cards, and it's very simple to drive. This Model 3 is excellent. We are gonna be doing road trips, efficiency testing, all kinds of stuff coming up, accessories, videos, who knows what we're gonna do with this thing, but wanted to warm you guys up to it, if you will. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I don't know if I'll get back to you. If I feel like it's some I will, some I won't. And that's that. Now, if you are interested in getting accessories for your Tesla Model Y or 3, check this video right here, 2024 update video to accessories that are excellent for your Tesla Model Y or 3.